no numbers, there's no pictures, there's no videos, there's no gameplay. I don't like it.
Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. And today, Freemers, we are back with another Palia video. This time around, we are going to be talking about how Palia made it onto every platform before Free Realms did. Now, this is going to be kind of a mix of a Free Realms Palia video. It's kind of a crossover, you know? But I wanted to talk about this because it is super interesting. But I also think there's a reason why Palia did make it onto every platform before Free Realms did. And I think it's due to the time at which these games came out. So Free Realms, just as an example, came out in 2009. And we're going to kind of just dive into this, so bear with me here. But let's start by talking about Free Realms. So with Free Realms came out in 2009. Now in 2009, there were not a lot of consoles out. I think at that time, I believe it was the only consoles that were out were like Xbox 360, PS3, and there was the Wii, but I feel like people weren't really using the Wii or the Wii U or whatever it was. But then like you look at PC, and I mean, I think Steam was a thing at that time, but like I don't know if it was, because Free Realms was a game that ran through a website, so probably Steam wasn't a thing at the time. So when you look at what was possible during that time, there wasn't a reason for Free Realms to go to every platform. But the reason Free Realms was limited to so many platforms was because a game coming to all platforms wasn't a thing at that time. Exclusivity was the whole marketing strategy for games. And looking at Free Realms, it only came to 2 platforms. And kind of wild when you think about it, but there's a reason being. So it came to PC. It was on PC first, and it was through a web browser, so you had to launch a client to play the game. But the only other platform it came to was PlayStation 3, which is it's kind of wild to think about that this game was on console at one point. Now, the reason it was only on PlayStation 3 was because the company that owned Free Realms was Sony Online Entertainment. It was like a little baby company of Sony. It was a sub company, the parent company Sony, at that time. So pretty interesting when you think about it that PlayStation did own Free Realms. But obviously PlayStation is not the one who can bring Free Realms back. That is between Daybreak Games and Enad Global 7 and Singularity 6 if they participate in bringing that back. But the point being is Free Realms didn't make it to a lot of platforms because at the time there wasn't a lot of platforms it could go to, and Sony probably would not have allowed it to go to either the Xbox 360 or the Wii or Wii U or whatever was at that time Nintendo's current console. Now, there's a reason Palia made it to more platforms, and it's pretty obvious. It's release time. So looking at Palia, which is the main topic of this video, kind of, Palia made it to I really thought Palia was going to stay PC only. I did not expect it to go to so many platforms at once. It was kind of crazy to see, but the reason Palia has made it to so many platforms is because this game came out in 2023. So think about that. Like, this game came out at a time where like cross-platform and coming to all platforms was okay, and it all has to do with release time. Because if Free Realms came out today and Palia came out in 2009, think about that. Completely different times. Palia probably would have only been a PC game, and only a PC game. I don't think it would have gone to PlayStation 3 or anything like that. But looking at the platforms it is currently on, there's a lot. So Palia is on the Epic Games Store, I believe, because Palia uses Unreal Engine, and, you know, Epic Games wanted Palia to be on Unreal Engine Epic Games wanted Palia to be on their storefront because they thought it would be a good way to get more people to play. And obviously, if a game uses Unreal Engine, there is a chance it will be on the Epic Games Store because, like, it, you know, the company that owns that storefront wants to promote those Unreal Engine games. Palia is also on Steam. You can play it on Steam as well. Multiple PC platforms there. It's also on Nintendo Switch. It's on Xbox, and it is also on PlayStation. It is on so many platforms. It's on 5, which is it's crazy to think that. And you know, if Palia ever came to mobile, that's 6 platforms, and that is crazy. And the whole reason Palia is on more platforms than Free Roams, it's only because of when it came out. When both of these games came out, it has nothing to do with like popularity. It just has to do with the time. And that's crazy to me that like a year in which a game comes out makes the difference of when it can be released on more platforms. So yeah, it's pretty wild to think about that Palia is on more platforms than Free Roams is, and currently Free Roams is still only on one platform at this point. It's only on PC. That's the only way you can play it now. You can't even play on PS3. There's no way. But apparently, like, I guess people need Free Roams files from the PS3 to even get the game running again, which is crazy that you need PS3 files. I don't understand how that works, but regardless, yeah, it's kind of interesting to think about just how many platforms Palia is on compared to Free Roams, and all because it was when it released. So it's interesting. But anywho, that's going to be the video for today. But thank you guys for watching, hanging out. I appreciate it a ton. And I will see you guys in the next video. And yeah, goodbye.